Salutations, fellow citizens. I answer to the name Comrade Bruce Moy. I'm joined here by Comrade Liam Takura Kanyanga, a revolutionary intellectual and a youth lead. Comrade Liam, we want to give an analysis of the previous by-elections rallies that were launched by the Citizens Coalition for Change, led by Nelson Wamba Chamisa, the Eagle. We want to give an analysis in terms of the attendance of the people, the response of the state, and the signality that it showed and it proved to the other opposition parties like ZANU-PF and MDCT and MDC Alliance. Can you give an analysis on that?
Thank you very much, Comrade Bruce, and revolutionary salutations to the masses of Zimbabwe, revolutionary salutations to fellow compatriots in the mass democratic movement. So, Comrade Bruce, to dive straight into our conversation, there's something that you ought to understand in terms of, one, the signalism behind the rallies, secondly, the response of the state, and thirdly, the way forward.
Yes.
The first thing you should understand in terms of signalities, politics is the art of posturing.
Yes.
I've borrowed this statement from Comrade Richard Mahomvu. He is from the other side, but we borrow wisdom.
Yes.
So, when it is the art of posturing, the posture you project reflects on how you see yourself, how you perceive yourself, and how the masses should perceive yourself. It is the art of communication.
Yes.
You know, it's like a kung fu fight.
Yes.
If I make a posture that shows vulnerability and weakness,
Yes.
I may walk off.
Yes.
The fight is lost. But if I make a posture that intimidates you,
Yes.
which means that great is the deal of the exchange of fists ahead.
Yes.
So already, the ZANU-PF is panicking from the posture pulled by Comrade Wamba Diawamba,
Yes.
aka President Advocate Nelson Chamisa. On what basis? Because he has managed to pull crowds, even in ZANU-PF strongholds. You saw Marondera,
Yes.
you saw Gogo. That's Matema Danda, their former political commissars, home ground.
Yes.
That's where Justice Mewa Chikajena comes from.
Yes.
You understand?
Even in Kwekwe.
I mean, in Kwekwe,
Yes.
in ED's bedroom.
Yes.
Because remember, ED resides at Sherwood Farm in Kwekwe.
Yes.
That's where his stronghold is. That's where his politics was grounded. And Midlands is ED's home province. He
Yes.
comes from Mapandure village, just before Shawanete.
Yes.
So already, Chamisa has postured as the biggest competitor to ED. And he has postured as the biggest hostile takeover wave of politics in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Mass democratization is going through ZANU-PF strongholds.
Yes.
And then, secondly, we should understand that the response of the state shows that whenever liberation movements signal or sense that they're losing power, everyone becomes an enemy. And the most potent target is the one leading the
Yes.
waves of change.
Yes.
And already they have confirmed that the mass democratic movement, under the able leadership of Citizens Coalition for Change as the political platform,
Yes.
is shaking their hold on power.
Yes.
And they are panicking. So what do? They are trying to repress, dismember, and oppress
Yes.
Citizens Coalition for Change, which is why they try to stop us from gathering. But remember, with the right to freedom of assembly,
Yes.
and regardless of our perceptions of what the courts were doing, but at least they played a part in exposing
Yes.
the antics of ZANU-PF, and that itself is showing that the time is nigh,
Yes.
the end is nigh for ZANU-PF.
Yes.
Then thirdly, Comrade Bruce, the people.
Yes.
The people know that their beacon of hope is the Citizens Coalition for Change.
Yes.
The people are showing, even Douglas Monzora, that they will not be confused on the ballot by the name MDC,
Yes.
because they already know what is associated with the name MDC.
Yes.
But the people are not loyal to individuals. People are not loyal to party names. They are loyal to principles, values, cultures, and visions.
Exactly.
And the people are still loyal to the mass democratic agenda.
Yes.
So already the people, no matter what the state does, the people always convene and converge around the Citizens Coalition for Change
Yes.
as their chosen political platform to represent them in parliament, cabinet, and in presidency.
Yes.
So, Comrade Bruce, like I told you, these rallies have been showing that politics in Zimbabwe is not defined by those in governing authority. It is not defined by those that fraternize with the government and masquerade as opposition. It is not even defined by us, Comrade Bruce, but
Yes.
it is defined by the people themselves.
Yes.
And the people have taken center stage of politics, which is why even today I call it the March of Women. We are in Women's Month, and women were leading the defiance of police officers
Yes.
in Marondi.
Yes.
And already the women are telling you that Emerson has chosen a side, and Emerson is not on that side.
Yes.
Monzora is not on that
Yes.
side. But Nelson Chamisa is on that side.
Lit.
He's lit.
Yes.
And it shows that the Citizens Coalition for Change is the new leadership of the country.
Yes.
We are leading the
Yes.
politics of the country today. We are determining the tone, the conversation, the topic, and
Exactly.
even the frame of conversations we're to have. Aren't people talking about the color yellow?
Yellow everywhere.
Fashion trends.
Yes.
Aren't they about yellow?
Yellow.
Aren't we talking about Nelson Chamisa?
Everywhere.
Yes, you raised questions around Comrade Nelson Chamisa's age.
Yes.
The evolution of youthful politics, the normalization of generational renewal. Comrade Costello's rising from there. You've seen you see comrades like Sarkozy, you've seen comrades Cecilia, Chawya, comrades Joanna Mamumbe, the youngest MP in Parliament.
Yes.
Youth politics evolving
Yes.
under one leadership of a youthful leader.
Yes.
And the people are putting their hope
Yes.
in youthful leadership,
Yes.
in generational renewal.
Yes.
It is time for Citizen Coalition for Change to occupy governing authority.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, what do you think has to be done to convert that idea in terms of participation of citizens to these rallies that they've been participating, to convert that participation into actually winning, to convert that participation into victory? What do you think needs to be done? Of course, you understand that Nelson Chamisa has raised hopes of people. I've heard him speaking about Kukuraundi issues that Bulawa there. I've heard him speaking about issues to do with industries in Tare, and he has been articulating issues, key questions of time that the suffering masses of Zimbabwe are waiting for that delivery. So what do you think has to be done now moving forward 2023 to convert that participation in rallies to victory when it comes to 2023?
Okay, thank you very much, Comrade. One thing you should understand is, in fact, it's not one thing. The biggest idea to understand in politics is rally attendance, right? Do signal the number of support and the number of people that take you seriously. It also reflects on the passion that the people have for the movement.
Yes.
Remember, regalia is self-bought. People are not given this regalia. Rallies, people are not being passed. They go on their own. Even if they get beaten, like I told you, they were defying police when they know the risks and consequences. So already it shows that these people are convicted and these people are dedicated. But now that dedication also should go on a different angle of politics, which has nothing to do with emotionals. It's very cold, it's very technical, which is defending the ballot, right? Because the people's vote matters. So what now Comrade Wamba Dewamba should do, along with his other leaders, is one, the number of people we have attending rallies should be the full point of the number of polling agents we have,
Yes.
the number of observers we have.
Yes.
We should also be able to utilize progressive compatriots like Tim Pacheb in mobilizing parallel tabulation systems.
Yes.
We should also be able to have people trained in technical support. So it means that we should be able to identify technical personnel that will help us in running the election. We should not surrender everything to politicians, but it is now time that when we are converging not just leaders and citizens as voters, we should also converge them as technical support systems that will be able to safeguard the vote. We should also be able to converge even with the deep state in order to address transitional issues.
Yes.
Because one thing I'll tell you, what went wrong or where we failed to take power in 2018, Comrade Bruce, was on the deep state, the politics of the deep state.
Yes.
The deep state was not on our side. It's an undeniable reality. And today we need to mobilize also the deep state, or even create our own deep state, create our own rich people, create our own owners of the means of production. I cannot name them today, but you know them in your heart, Comrade Bruce. The people I'm talking about, those progressive in their mind. We also need to create, we've done so well in creating our own parallel sources of media, our own parallel information. We've done the best we can in even grooming leaders. Today, you and I are here, Comrade Bruce, because the movement has invested in us to be here today.
Yes, true.
So let's now also do more in converting people that will help us in defending the vote and managing power transition.
Number one, fellow countrymen, Citizens Coalition for Change is a social democratic party whose core values is freedom, justice, and solidarity, anchored on transparency and accountability, whereby citizens are the center and the drivers of change. Now, we want to give a clear message to Emerson Mnangagwa and this ZANU-PF that the citizens are ready to take you out of office and they are ready to replace you with Advocate Nelson Chamisa as the next president of Zimbabwe and the CCC as the leading political party in Zimbabwe. We know that you have fear to lose freedom to oppress the citizens, but we want to voluntarily say to you that we want to free you from that oppression that you have. Citizens are ready for change, and citizens are ready to remove and replace you with a progressive leadership under Nelson Chamisa. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Comrade.